This is Carl with the three things I'm watching for Wednesday, October the 15th. Starting out this morning, I want to talk about some of the tariff talk that came out yesterday. I'm going to be honest, still sorting through the details. We really don't know all of this, but bottom line, President Trump again going after China. Used cooking oil and soybeans are his two main topics, and I gotta be honest, I don't think we've imported hardly any used cooking oil from China this year. It doesn't appear. I mean, we just we pretty much cut that off. Um, so President Trump going after China, not surprising. He has been, but now apparently we got beef with Spain. And we have these groups out here, and I'm gonna we got the ASA, the American Soybean Association, going on every media post they can, screaming we have to build trade relations. We need more buyers other than China for soybeans. And now, if you look at our export inspections, Spain, our second largest destination for soybeans last week, and we're looking at tariffing them. Um, I'm not gonna go into all the details of this, but I'm just gonna say this and leave it because it's the same old story. You can't win a fight when you keep kicking your own ass. All right? You just can't. And that is what we are doing. And maybe the American Soybean Association, instead of pleading to farmers and media, should maybe sit down and have a talk with the president. Just a thought. Because I'm going to tell you, you're not on the same story there. Not even close. Second topic I want to bring up today: Brazil's crops. Conab out yesterday with some big numbers, not too surprising. Corn production actually going to dip a little bit in Brazil, is expected to by Conab. Soybean production up. The big question is, what are we going to see for exports? Conab looking at some pretty healthy exports. Corn exports would be up about 6 million metric ton. I don't know as if, the domestic usage from the sources inside Brazil say that domestic usage is not going to allow exports that large. So while we're seeing these bigger crops out of Brazil, we may not see that much competition from them, especially on soybeans. If they're going to crush more soybeans for soy diesel, it doesn't look like we'll see the huge exports. We'll probably see some competition, don't get me wrong, but may not be to the extent of what it looks like on paper right now. Third and final thing this morning I want to bring up, keep an eye on La Nina weather indicators. Climate Prediction Center put the odds of a La Nina for this year a relatively weak 55%, that we'll have a La Nina through basically through next spring. Will be neutral by next March. The thing is, even a weak La Nina does tend to impact South American production, particularly Argentina. We do see some, historically, we've seen some stress on Argentine crops in La Nina years. Bad La Ninas can cut Argentine production by 50%. We saw that just a couple of years ago. It doesn't look like it's going to be that bad this year, but anything that starts trimming these crops in South America will get noticed. Trade keeps banking on these large crops to keep coming in, perpetually. And, we're going to have hiccups. And when we do, the market will react accordingly. Those are the three things I'm watching today.